Welcome to Mike Golden Games and welcome to PC Building Simulator. Right now I'm working on this PC. Basically the motherboard got fried and I had to figure out what was actually wrong with it. It was the motherboard. So let's install the new motherboard here. We got, see, the broken one. And we're just going to reinstall the brand new one. Can install the screw ports there. And let's slide that in and let's bolt it down. We'll just do like a cross bolt like that. You know, kind of like you're putting on a tire, or a wheel, technically. And the last one, there we go. And now we got to get the CPU. There we go. Let's move around here, open that shield up. This game really is in-depth. If you want to build a PC and you're not sure how exactly to do it, this game will actually help you for the most part. Installing the software and the operating system, that's not going to help you with that. But overall, though, it's actually really in-depth. So let's mount that there, and we got to get the thermal paste. Do not want to forget the thermal paste. There we go. And now let's get the cooling right here. Install that there. And the cables. Let's mount that up there. And now we're going to have to actually reinstall all the cables on this system because it is a new motherboard. And basically all the cables go to the motherboard. So, see right there and right there. And I try to make it as neat as possible. See, you know, I'm putting both cables right next to one another. That's what I do on my PC. Just make it look all neat and nice. And we got this one, and we mount it there. And then the power button, don't want to forget that. Connect that to the motherboard there. And if you wanted to be a little more realistic, you could take the back panel off. But for this, we don't really need to. So I'm just going to do that like that. Yep, looks like I forgot to install the RAM, so let's slide that piece right in there. And that should be everything, I think. The graphics card, what am I doing? Completely forgot about the graphics card. That's a nice graphics card, GTX 960. You know, I got a 1080 Ti for the Win 3, but you know what? You work with what you got, am I right? Alright, that should be everything. And now we got to mount the cables. Here we go. And let's get this and slide that right in there. Alright. Look at that, Cooler Master. Like, I like how it actually has actual brands in the game. And it's really cool when companies allow, you know, their names to be used in video games. Look at that, it's a legit Cooler Master case. Like, it's basically free advertising for them. I don't know if these companies paid to have their names in the game or not. I'm assuming probably not because it's an indie game. So, whatever. Let's get these cables in. Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's an indie game, but we don't have the case on, but let's turn that power button on. Ooh, look at that. It's booting up, and boom! Looks like we're good to go. Now we just got to put the case back on. Almost forgot the PCU mount bracket here. Let's get that in there and bolt that on, and then now we can get the side panel on. Bam. Alright, there we go. So it is ready to go, so let's just go over to the monitor here, and let's shut it down, pick it up, and let's go drop it off by the door and let the customer know their PC is ready. Now, this is actually the campaign mode. Basically, you just got a bunch of missions, and you got to figure out, you know, solve the people's problems with their PCs. Replace the PSU. Okay, so the power supply for this one. Let's put that there. Let's take a look at this one we got. This one needs to have a 3D Mark score of 3298. So right now, I believe I'm upgrading the graphics card on it, which, do I have the new graphics card yet? I don't think so. You know, maybe it's this one. We'll see if this is it or not. I'm not sure. You know what? No, that's right. I gotta order a new graphics card for this guy. All right, so let's go over to the PC here. Go to the shop. And let's see, graphics cards, we will filter it by the most expensive card. We got, ooh, the 980 Ti, $495 though. All right, we're in our emails right now. This is the computer that I just dropped off at the front door. I'm gonna let the customer know that it's ready, and we're gonna get 260 bucks. So that's good, there we go. And looks like we got a new inbox, free at last. The fates work in mysterious ways, my technology-minded friend. Blah, 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 publisher. Many thanks for your work up to this point, but your services are no longer required. Best regards, Bruce Van Cleef, award-winning author. Okay, well, he'll be back. Okay, he'll be back. Let's see. So this one is, we're waiting on the graphics card that we're going to need to buy. This one is the PSU that we got to replace. Van Cleef, just forwarding part of the magnificent article, blah, blah, blah. Please make sure to pre-order. Okay, that's alright. Just junk mail, basically. Do you work with computers? Do you think you could help me with my upgrades? Like 8 gigs of RAM, and run 3D Mark to make sure there's enough power. Okay, I can accept that. And I'll just order the RAM right now, since we're here. And I actually got a good one. It's I believe it's $80 for 8 gigs of RAM. Let's see, it's this one, the Shein Titan XL 8 gigabytes of RAM for $80. It's one of the best bang for your buck. Gonna add that to the cart. And I think I need to order the graphics card still. Let me check the thing, and yeah, okay, so I need to order a graphics card for this one. Alright, so let's check out this PC really quick. I don't know why you can't just open the case. Gotta remove 2 bolts because it swivels open. I should be able to just open the case without taking the door off. But, you know, it's whatever. It's how the game is. I think it's still basically like a beta. I don't know if it's fully released or not. But it is on Steam. Let's see. So he needs his power supply replaced. Okay, let's remove this plate. And there we go, and we got to remove all these cables. Oh my goodness. That's the one thing that sucks about doing this, is you got to remove all these cables. Unplug the motherboard. Let's see, can we... Alright, it looks like all the cables are outside now, and let's remove that. There we go. And let's see what power supply he was using. Is it this one, I think? The Silverstone ET550. So it's a 550 watt power supply. So let's go over here and order that. Power supplies, 550 watt. Silvertone 650. Silverstone, here we go, 550. Add to cart, $55, not bad. And let's see, do we have a new computer yet? No, okay. Alright, so I just need to order the graphics card for this one. I'm pretty sure his score was at like 2,800 or so. So a new graphics card should do it. What power supply does he have in here? A 550 watt. He should be good with 960. Let's see, the 980. How much is he paying me, actually? Okay, so he's paying $305 for his PC. We'll see. $305. Alright, so I'm going to try and install this graphics card really quick, and then we'll run the test again and see how it actually is. But I'm thinking I need to get a new graphics card for this guy, but he's only paying me $305. This card is worth more than that, so I might not be able to take this job, actually. Alright, let's get the power supply hooked up there. And now let's go over here and plug that back in there. Alright, and now we'll just boot it up. There we go. 3D Mark, and we'll run the test. Now, the cool thing is this actually does the actual 3D Mark, where, you know, it's the benchmarking software, and it actually goes through the actual software. It's really cool. But we'll let it run and see how it does. Right now, this computer's getting 9.6 frames. That's pretty bad. This PC over here, my workload, 5 FPS. So it's a really crappy PC, but you know what? It's just made for, you know, doing work. You know, like going on the internet to buy parts for the PC. So once this is done running through here, it takes probably 3 minutes or so. I'm going to let this run through, and then we'll see where we're at on the PC. 13 FPS, that's not horrible. Alright, it looks like the test is done. So he's at 2100. So the graphics score is there. The CPU score is there. I mean, he's got an Intel Core i5 6500. Not horrible. That's decent. The graphics card, though, is not cutting it, so I'm gonna try. Let's turn off the PC really quick. Let's remove this card and remove that. All right, let's get the card out of here. There we go. And I'm going to go with this one. Let's see. We're going to go with the MSI GeForce GTX 970 Gaming LE 100ME. It's got white lighting, which is pretty nice. You know, white LEDs. It's 4 gigs of VRAM. We'll see how it is. If this isn't enough, well, then I haven't really wasted money, because either way I can always use this card later. But let's order what we need. $450 almost. It's a lot. It'll arrive tomorrow, so let's shut my workstation down. That's good. That's good. All right. I will see you guys in the morning. All right. Just getting back to the job. Hopefully my packages have arrived already. Let's go turn the lights on. It is so dark in here. Light switch. There we go. Here we go. All right. So we got the 8 gigs of RAM, the new power supply, and the new card. Nice. And a new customer's PC. Okay. So let's get this in here, and let's install the new graphics card. 960. 970 right there. Ooh, that is a nice looking card. All right, let's screw these bolts in here, and let's get the cables installed. Plug that in there, and plug that in there. And then the HDMI cable, let's plug it right into the card there. And let's boot her on. Ooh, look at that. It's actually green. I guess because, you know, it's a white LED, but it's got a green filament over it, so that's really cool looking. All right, let's go inside here, and we'll run the 3D Mark. We'll let that run while we work on this. We're going to install that new power supply in this one. And power supplies, the 550, this one right here. Install that there. Cables, let's install all these into the power supply. And there we go. Let's get the PSU mount installed. There we go. And screw these in. This computer is due by tomorrow, so hopefully I can get this thing working today, and then they can pick it up a day early. Boot that thing up. Looks like the operating system. Ooh, that is a nice background. All right, looks like we are good, so let's shut this down. And let's go deliver it to the customer. Well, I'm going to put it by the front door and give the customer an email. Let them know that it's ready for them. We actually have this new PC. Let's see, which one is this one? Upgrade the RAM. All right, so let's get over here. The 3D Mark test is done there. Oh, 3213. I think that's enough, isn't it? Shoot! It's not enough. He's got 4 gigs of RAM. I could add 8 gigs to it, I guess. We'll leave that trouble computer over there for now. Let's install the 8 gigs of RAM in this one. Got 2 GPUs. Oof, look at that. Doesn't look like he's running them in SLI, though. I guess they're Radeon cards? Yeah. Okay, so he's got 4 gigs of RAM. So what I'm going to actually do is remove this one. Let's get inside here. All right, let's remove this 4 gigs, and we'll just install the brand new 8 gigs. 8 gigs right there. There we go. This is one of the most tedious parts of the game, is just putting the cables back in the PC when you're ready to boot it up. Let's not put it in that one. Let's put it in the workhorse GPU. There we go. And there we go. It's plugged in. Oh, this thing is going to be badass. All right, let's turn this thing on and look at the PC. Oh, that is really cool. With the GPUs lighting up with the red LEDs down here, and then the motherboard as well with the red LEDs. Freaking computers are badass. All right, they needed 3D Mark ran. Yeah, okay. So what I need to do here is install my USB drive in the back. And there we go. Boop. Ooh, look at that. Okay. And now let's go add programs, 3D Mark. And let's install 3D Mark. You could also back out of the screen like that, while it's installing. And yes, let's restart the PC. Alright, and let's run the test. There we go. Let's remove my USB drive. And let's get over here. This test is run 3213. That's right, I was waiting on RAM, right? So, what am I doing? Let's turn this thing off. And let's install some more memory into it. You know, I got 4 gigs of RAM here, so I can actually open this up. And let's slide the 4 gigs of RAM in there. You know, maybe I don't have to spend so much money. So he's got 8 gigs of RAM now. Hopefully that'll be enough. Let's see, I could also... No, I'm not going to install different type of RAM. That wouldn't be good. Alright, let's turn this thing back on. We'll run the test on this again and see if the RAM helps. You know, we just need to boost it a little more. But if the guy was paying me more, I would buy him a new graphics card, a new motherboard, a new CPU, maybe just a new CPU, maybe not the motherboard. But he's only paying me $305. It's less than what the graphics card is. So let's run the test again on this one. And we're still running the test over here. Look at that. Oh, 40 FPS. Damn, that is really good for these dual SLI. Well, they're not SLI, they're Radeon cards. But, and then you can actually see the fan spinning. Like, this is such a cool game. I really got to say, I like this game. Spears the Amazing HD, the YouTube channel. You know, I saw his gameplay of this, and I really do enjoy his videos. But, you know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have really seen this game, I guess. But, anyways, let's see. The test is done. 5,900. Nice. Whew. All right. Let's shut that down. And he should be ready to go. All right. Let's go get this off to the customer now. So we got 2 PCs here that are ready to go. So that's still going over there. So while we're waiting, let's go back to the email. And let's see. Let's collect $235 and $240. There we go. Alright, so we'll get rid of that email. We'll get rid of that one. And we're still waiting on this PC. We'll see if it works. New parts. PC needs upgrading. Can play Rocket League. Okay, we'll accept that. And repairs. Repair my rig is completely dead. Nothing happens when I try to turn it on. He thinks it's the PCU. Okay, and we'll accept that. 3 days, that's good. And let's go over here. 3263. So the CPU score is up, but the graphics card is still not enough. Okay. Oh, 32. I think we're good. No, we're not good. 3298. Okay, so the graphics card, you know what I could do, actually? Yes, I did it! Alright, guys. So, we reached the score by just a tad. What I did was I actually installed an 8 gigs of RAM, plus the 4 gigabytes of RAM right there. So I put in the main slot, 8 gigs, and then the 2 other slots, 4 gigs each. Alright, looks like we did it. So what I need to do now is just put the case on. Put the case door right there and install that. Alright, let's turn this thing off and shut down. And let's go get this delivered to the customer. Whew, that was starting to scare me there. Wasn't sure what was going on with it, but it is good to go. And let's view cart. I'm going to need to buy a new power supply. That's for somebody else, another customer. Let's collect my $305, which is a waste of money. But, okay, we are good. Okay, guys, so I'm going to leave this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you guys want to see me build basically like my own PC in this game, let me know in the comments below. But I do have to level up some more, unlock some new parts and components. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you did. Have a great day, guys, and see you next time.